Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of geography. In the previous class, we studied about geography third chapter about Karnataka climate, soil and natural vegetation. Today we are with one more lesson from geography part, that is unit 4, water resources of Karnataka state. Let me ask one question for you. Which are the basic needs to lead our life? Which are the basic needs? The basic needs are food, shelter, water and air. So, these are the basic needs to lead our life, to sustain our life. In this class, we are going to learn on these topics. The importance of water and rivers of Karnataka state. In rivers of Karnataka state, we are going to learn on these two topics, that is the east flowing rivers and the west flowing rivers. So, let us start our class with the importance of water. What are the importance of water? Water is one of the natural resources of our country. It is a natural resources, and water is one of the precious things to our life, to lead our life, to sustain our life. It is providing for many benefits, for cooking, for drinking purpose, for agriculture, for industries, for irrigation, fishing and inland waterways. So, these are the importance of water. Next topic, the rivers of Karnataka state. The river system of Karnataka can be divided into two groups. How many groups? Two groups. Those are the east flowing rivers and the west flowing rivers. The east flowing rivers are the Krishna, the Kaveri, the Pennar and Palar. These rivers join the Bay of Bengal. And next, the west flowing rivers Sharavati, Kali, Gangavali, Netravati and Varahi. So, these rivers are join the Arabian Sea. So, let us discuss about the east flowing rivers. So, already I told you these are the east flowing rivers. First river of east flowing, that is the Krishna. The Krishna river is the second most important river of South India. It takes birth at Mahabaleshwara. It flows 1392 kilometer and join the Bay of Bengal, but it flows only in Karnataka, that is 480 kilometer. The major tributaries of Krishna river are Ghataprabha, Malaprabha, Tungabhadra, Dhoni, Koyna and Bhima. These are the important tributaries of the Krishna river. The Krishna river is one of the most important river of North Karnataka, because Upper Krishna project is one of the important project of North Karnataka. This project was constructed across the river of Krishna. So, Upper Krishna project is the most important project of North Karnataka people, because it is providing lot of benefits for North Karnataka districts. The benefits are the aims to providing water for agriculture, to supply water for industries and to establishment of hydel power station. So, this is about the Krishna river. And another important river of east flowing river, that is the Kaveri. The Kaveri is the most important river of Karnataka state, it is called Dakshina Gange. It takes birth at Talakaveri at Kodagu district, and Kaveri river flows eastwards and joins the Bay of Bengal. The total kilometer of Kaveri river is 804 kilometer. It means 804 kilometer. But it flows in Karnataka only 380 kilometer. And the major tributaries of Kaveri river, that is Hemavati, Harangi, Lokapavani, Arkavati, Lakshmana Tirtha, Suvarna Tirtha, Bhavani. And Kaveri here, Shivana Samudra, it was first hydel power station of Karnataka state. Shivana Samudra hydel power station was constructed across the river of Kaveri river. Kaveri river has created three major waterfalls. Those are Shivana Samudra, Hogenakal, Chunchanakatti. And also Kaveri river has created three islands. Those are Shivana Samudra, Srirangapattana and Sriranga. So this is about Kaveri river. And the main aims of the Kaveri river, because Kaveri river also is giving lot of benefits for Karnataka state, to supply of water for industries, to supply of water for irrigation, to supply of water for agriculture, and to establishment of hydel power station. These are the main aims of this river. And another important river of east flowing, that is the Pennar and Palar. The Pennar and Palar rivers flow through district of Kolar, Tumkur and Bangalore, and then enters in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu state and join the Bay of Bengal. Here, very important note, river Pennar is also known as Pinikini. So this is about the east flowing rivers. And next topic, the west flowing rivers. In the previous lesson, I told you, while I was teaching geography second chapter, physiographic divisions of Karnataka state. In that, second physical division there. Which is the second physical division of Karnataka state? That is the Malnad region. The Malnad region is nothing but Western Ghats. Western Ghats are called the birthplace of many rivers in the western side. The major and important rivers of western side of Karnataka state, those rivers are Sharavati, Kali, Gangavali, Netravati and Varahi. So these are the important of west flowing rivers and join the Arabian Sea. And also west flowing rivers have created many waterfalls in the western side. Among them, Jogfall is one of the important and very attractive waterfall in India and as well as in Karnataka state. Jogfall is the highest waterfall in India. It is created on Sharavati river. And other major important of waterfalls are Gokak waterfall on Ghataprabha river, Chunchanakatti, Shivana Samudra, Hogenakal. These three waterfalls on created Kaveri river, Magod waterfall on Bedti and etc. So this is about west flowing rivers. And today we completed these two important topics from water resources of Karnataka state, and remaining topics we will study in the next session. So thank you and have a great day.